This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see last season's national champions, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and he'll start at the 25. Hand it off. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Puck behind the line. It's Green. Tackle made it at 41. That's a nice game getting closer to midfield.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we had good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Makes a quick catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it second and medium. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. And he'll drop back here on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Green. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Keeping it on the ground here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Second down, we're going to throw it. It's an out route, the catch made. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Third down, it's a handoff. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up fourth and short. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
right, looking for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. They finally get him, but a big gain moves the ball to the 10.
Well, this is why you get the ball out there to your playmakers, not just catching the pass, but also being prepared to do something with the football once you have it in your hands, and he shows he's got that ability here.
The Longhorns are in the red zone. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Oh, my gosh, what a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. That's a big time.
Touchdown, Longhorns. That's how you finish a play.
Well, this is a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. They're going to the air on the first play. The ball is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. Past the 10. Touchdown, Texas. A crucial pick 6.
Great job here by the backer, just nearing the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw, comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. And now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
Turner trying to create good field position. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They've got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Breaks free. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this 1st down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him run the football the way he is today.
Second down now from the 35. Going again on 2nd and 10. And this pass is on target. Caught. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Grabbed by the receiver. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the crow route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal on the 9.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Our game makes it second and goal from the 9. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. And they will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Let's see if this score, Kirk, can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Now, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
See if they can convert the point after. Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. Longhorns looking to run some tempo here.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off for some nice positive yards.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Big throw caught on the left side. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback dropping back. He escapes the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. Wide open downfield. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
But what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back, and they've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But, man, they really need to start a new legacy, and maybe plays like this can get them going in a new direction.
First down, looking to throw the football. Finds his man. Breaking tackles and going. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But the fourth quarter really starts to wear you out.
Play action here on first down. Moves out of the pocket. Goes all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
What a threat to this offense to have a weapon like this at quarterback. Down in the red zone, surveying the coverage, nobody open, so he does it himself with his legs and gets to the end zone for the touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away.
Texas.
Returner looking to make a play here. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop this time. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Well, they feed the fullback here, and the big fella with a solid gain there.
Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of college offenses that still display a fullback. It sure is nice to see a guy that not only can block most of the game, but occasionally get his hands on the football and get some positive yards.
The sure hands. It's Riggs. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid gain.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
First and 10 now for the offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. With the catch, it's Riggs. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move that earned him first down yardage?
I love that they continue to go back to this talented wide receiver. That's back-to-back plays with big gains, and it's not surprising. Like I said, the scouting report all week long, we heard about this guy's ability to make plays against this defense, and the quarterback and the receiver right now have a nice rhythm going.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Second and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. Looking to throw again. This time it's complete. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. It could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Penn State. He broke away and they couldn't catch him. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum quickly. If this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Offense takes the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. Catch made on the right side. Breaks loose at the 40. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
And the defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another first and 10. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. On the move now. Using his legs here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Longhorns with first and 10 here. They'll try the ground game here with running back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. The Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Makes the grab. It's Sands. They make the stop, but that gains enough to set him up first down at the 14. The offense now operating in the red zone. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. They'll run it from the gun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking for the wideout. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas. So they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
14. Texas.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive now from the 25. On first and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He's got it in the open. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick completion to the tight end.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
That completion makes it second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be four-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Out of the gun now on third down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a fourth and short.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
At the 25, it's second and 10. Can they make it a third and manageable here? Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
The offense now facing a third and long. The 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Longhorns will have to kick it away. On a punt now for the first time today. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on return. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. One more play before they head to the locker room. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Longhorns will kick it away and get us going in the second half.
Texas.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He steps out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. And the State offense comes back on the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead. Catch made on the outbound. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
The key on a third down between a quarterback and a wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He lets it go. Oh, what a grab! They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
And Nittany Lions begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Riggs. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
The completion sets up a second down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He makes the grab. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line. And with that last catch, he's now over 150 receiving yards for the game. Big fella has been unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. How many tight ends do you think in one game can go over 150 yards receiving? This guy is a difficult matchup for anybody that they put on him today.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for 6. And it's picked off in the end zone. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Man, just a tough way to start this second half for this offense. You know, when you get together at halftime, you make all the adjustments based on what you learned from the first half. And to come out and throw an interception in the second half, they got to adjust again.
They'll try the right here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Now it's second down here. And he'll set up to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Sams. Powering through. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch, but gets the first down in the process.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the wideout goes in motion. QB bootlegs here. Caught in the backfield. It's Sams. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Second down after that previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
down upcoming after that completion. Hebe keeps it himself. Stopped on third for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now.
Well, that's the right call here by the offensive coordinator. Keep it simple. Just go right behind your line, but no push at all. The defense completely stops him there at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. And the back now goes in motion. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Sands. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a 1st down to 17.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
The Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Touchdown, Longhorns. This passing game is on fire today. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Texas.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The receiver grabs it. Breaks a tackle. He's got room. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Chris, how about that? The quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown. That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
Going after, knocked right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Important second down play coming up. Wants to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Grab down the middle. It's Green. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. Breaks into the clear. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And as we wrap up the third quarter, let's check out the quarterback comparison. This has been a terrific duel. Both guys putting on a show so far today. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Using his legs. It's Sam's. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on third and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here, fourth down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
Longhorns will come to the line on fourth down, hoping to keep this drive going. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Wow, Chris, I don't know. You got control of this game, and you go for it here. A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
Look at now throwing here to start the drive. He dumps it off to the tight end.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple of touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Caught by the receiver. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds.
Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State, as they come roaring back now. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Well, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. But, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up the coverage. Because right now, it is not working.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes the catch for the two-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply feeling to thread that ball in there for two. Great throw.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Well, they try to get him the football here on that slant route, but give the defense credit, they swatted away.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. It's a quick grab. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches.
Well, the quarterback throws this ball short of the marker, relying on his guy to do the rest. But on 3rd down, you have to put the ball at least to the first down marker. That's too much to ask of this receiver.
They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for them.
Who's in the clear? At the 20, inside the 10. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more.
Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this 2-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Texas.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? Tight end makes the grab. Solid game there. Moves the ball out to the 32. And the Nittany Lions hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback,
he's looking deep here. And the pass is dropped incomplete with it. Had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
2nd and 10 here. The DB's backing off from the line now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
I know this guy believes in his receivers. I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Finds his man. It's Riggs. Breaks loose at the 45. That's enough for a 1st down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40. The Nittany Lions moving quickly down the field here. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
The Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. He keeps it on the design run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The comeback is on.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. Lined up in regular kickoff formation here. 2 timeouts, final minute. I'm not sure they've done the math here. Surprised they're not going for the onside kick. Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded by one of the up men. And the returner will be brought down. So the drive will begin backed up at their own 6-yard line. Leaning on the run game here late. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. a crucial turnover.
Well, when you take a chance, sometimes things tend to backfire on you. Conventional wisdom says to run the ball, no matter what the down and distance is, to work that clock and win this game the surest way. You take the chance, you're aggressive, and it ends up backfiring with the interception.
Looking right, this one caught. Touchdown, Penn State. And this game is now dead even.
What a job by this offense. They work the ball down the field into the end zone to tie this game up. And with under 2 minutes to go, they're an extra point away from taking a lead.
The important PAT gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. Punt over the middle. It's Green. They bring him down after a short gain there. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. The Longhorns look to keep this drive moving. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs, give them as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. He's back to throw again on second down. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Looking for a late deep shot. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. That, to me, is probably the ball game.
Offense getting set. It's second down. When you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.